not visual enough.
Right. It was just the visual.
You don't fucking point.
It's just the visual, not
Oh,
Sure.
you do
There
the.
we-
You do the
Oh, make a noise.
sync audio.
All right. Welcome back, guys, to the Unholy Trinity podcast with your boys, the Unholy Trinity. Shall we do a brief little introductions? Who are we?
Yeah. Let's do
Hello, everybody. My name Zephyros / Dale in the building, in the house. We in the building. How's y'all doing?
Zoom into the building.
Where?
Yeah.
The ding. We are built. Hi. I'm whatever you want to call me. I don't mind.
Right.
Hello, I don't mind.
But so those listeners can distinguish, what's your name for
Well, if you two decide on a name for yourselves, then I'm just that guy.
all right. Could you say some dude or son dude?
Jeff.
Yes.
All right. And I am Jack, and we are back with another brand new episode for you.
Let's go!
We got a couple of things we're covering today. Some interesting news, some couple of new trailers, couple of movie stuff, and we're also going to be talking about a few projects we viewed. That's our way of saying we watched a movie and a TV show.
Yo,
we
yo,
watched
yo.
Broker, and we watched Mandalorian season 3, which, if you guys have been watching the last few episodes, you may already have a hint of some of our thoughts periodically throughout the season. But we'll give our full season wrap thoughts today.
Seasoned wrap. Is that like
Ooh.
salt and pepper?
I had this really nice sauce today, actually. It was
Go with the
This
sauce.
is what real men talk about on podcasts.
damn.
Sauce.
It was like, because this is that. Okay, so I feel like I have to set the context because this is a funny. I said to you guys earlier, I want to tell you a funny story. So I went to this place. Do you know, like, I think it's called Zamberos or something, the Mexican place. Like, it's
Where
a
is
chain
it?
everywhere.
Haven't
It's
seen
the
one.
green one. Well,
Mad Mix.
no, that's not
Sad
called
sex.
Zambero.
Wait, I just
Anyway.
said sad sex.
Damn.
That's me, for real.
So me and friend of the podcast Nelson went
Yeah,
there because we were on a hunt for a cafe, but everything was closed. A, because of Anzac Day, and also because we were just so late in the afternoon there.
So yeah, past 5.
No, it was only like 4, but I assumed everything was just
Oh, yeah,
closing up
closing
or
early.
something. I don't know.
Because it's
Probably
public
because of the
holiday.
public holiday. But yeah, and then we're like, oh, should we just go to a pub or something? But then it's just like, damn, it's so expensive. Plus, you got to factor in the holiday surcharge here, so it's like not really worth it.
That's kind of a bullshit thing people are doing. What the fuck is a holiday
All right,
surcharge?
you would know this if you work in the service industry, but
But you
essentially,
don't get paid more from the surcharge, do
yes,
you?
you do.
Indirectly.
So indirectly. So like, yeah, let me explain
I know
for
you
you.
get paid more, but like, who's taking the surcharge? The owners.
And then they're
Well,
distributing that to
Yeah,
wherever they
it's
need
not
to.
exactly. Yeah,
And ain't a surcharge to pay off like the credit shit because it's a card
it's
thing?
more because like they don't have to be open. It's because you guys are coming into our restaurant that we're open is the real thing. And it's kind of like no one wants to be here, but you know what? If we get paid more, everyone's getting paid more. Everyone's getting more money. Fine, we'll serve you. That's kind of like the thing, because literally, if like service places weren't open, you would have nothing to eat on a public
Yes.
holiday when everyone wants to go out. So it's like,
See,
yeah.
the thing with surcharges though, it's a fee for using your card, right?
no,
Then why is it there?
it's a public holiday
No,
surcharge.
normal surcharges.
Oh, a surcharge literally just means an additional charge on top
For
of your
using a card.
No. That's a credit card surcharge. Surcharge itself is literally just a word to describe an additional charge on top of the charge you're paying.
Okay, so
So that's why public holiday surcharge is a surcharge for a public holiday. Credit card surcharge is a surcharge for a card.
you get 2 charges if you use a card on a public holiday.
No, well, actually, I don't really.
There can also be a
They
cash.
could be, but like not usually. I find that most places that do a card surcharge is like smaller places,
Exactly.
right? And smaller places, honestly, it's up to their discretion, or not discretion. Like it's up to them whether or not they use this public holiday surcharge anyway. Because a lot of small places don't even do that because they don't have like a huge workforce. It's not like an award thing, you know. It's not like an industry thing. It's like
Yeah, right.
yeah. See, this is
think
what I've
what
come
we're
to
saying-
learn by working
Yeah.
at the shit place I work. We're
But
not
also,
going
I
to
think what
specify.
this comes to show is that we don't own a business and we don't know what really goes into the behind
And you
the
also
scenes.
got to think about how the manager doesn't own the business. The owner of the business is the owner. That's way
Yes.
up the top. And it's like, yeah.
So do
it's
your
like-
own research.
Yeah.
Don't take our bullshit at face value.
No, but like a public holiday surcharge is for a public holiday.
So it's
Because-
separate from the normal surcharge.
I mean, I don't really know many places that do a card surcharge, honestly. I don't eat at places that
No,
do.
literally every place has a card surcharge, bro.
Well, not literally every place.
Almost literally.
Just like small places. Not like, obviously like big chains, like Macca's and stuff don't do card surcharge.
I mean, some
do.
chains do, but not Macca's probably. But some like actual chains do.
If you could find one for me, I'd love to hear about that because I can't think of a single one. Because that's really weird if
Even
they
like
do.
Aldi has a card surcharge, bro.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
Oh, but Aldi's also just like, I had to also study Aldi in high school because they're just a fucked business.
Mm.
They're
Yeah.
really struggling to. They've up until a few years ago, they didn't understand the concept of self checkout. That was a revolutionary idea to
Oh.
them, whereas like Woolworths and stuff have been using it for ages. So I actually, now that I think about, wouldn't be surprised that they had a
'Cause
card
Aldi's
surcharge because they're
mad.
really old. They probably just discovered the credit card existed. That's probably the main reason.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway, going back to your funny story.
Yeah, so we went to Zambreros, which is just like it's a Mexican chain, so it's like we kind of get it anywhere, but we're just like, okay, it's not Macca's, so and we've never been there, so we might as well just eat there. So we went in there. It was a great fun. Because yeah, we had our meal. Behind us there was a couple. And the dude was just like having a go at his girlfriend for the entire time we were there, just like berating her.
What?
But in that subtle, like
Emotionally
low
or-
key way, that where it's like he's not screaming so loud, but it's like loud enough that everyone can hear.
Speaking
And
very
we're
loudly.
just so uncomfortable, but Nelson was loving it. He was finding it hilarious. But yeah, and then this guy comes in and he's like, "Oh, can I switch my coins for notes?" Which is a very interesting thing because I've heard the other way around. I don't know really why would you. Anyway, and then they're like, "Oh, we don't have any cash," and then this guy just starts yelling at the people behind the thing,
Because that's a
and then
lie.
just walks onto the street and yells "fuck you" to a stranger. So,
I mean, you see, he might be having a real bad day, you know, and that really
Yeah.
tipped him off the edge.
yeah.
Like, come on, no notes? What
But
is
you
this?
call
What kind
yourself
of
a business?
establishment is this?
A modern one.
A modern one, yeah.
And you still put a surcharge on my card.
They have a public holiday surcharge. 'Cause
Yes.
yeah. But yeah. Out of curiosity, this is a complete segue. Why do you shop at Aldi?
Because it's cheaper and closer.
Do you have like a reward thing or something?
They don't have a reward thing.
I feel like it's probably, if you get like a reward thing, it's probably cheaper to shop at Woolies, right?
But still, like, I spend less than it is required to get any benefits from the reward card. You get me?
Damn. Because like at the Woolies I go to, if you spend $30, you get like free coffee and stuff, and
Oh.
toys and shit. It's like
Because you have a
get,
good Woolies with a coffee machine.
No, it's a shit. Well, yeah, it's good that it has a coffee machine, but it's a shittier Woolies because it doesn't have a lot of things. 'cause it's a
one of
metro.
those city Woolies.
Yeah.
Closest Woolies for me is the one at Central.
No, it wouldn't it still be the one I go to? Because I go to one a couple of streets
Like,
down, mate.
over there.
No, around actually I don't know where we are, but I'm down like like not Queensbury. If you go down Queensbury, you know that direction.
Yes.
Not talking about actually going down Queensbury itself, but you know that direction. That's where my local Woolies. Yeah, you know the car dealership. It's like literally
it's
behind the car.
about the same distance, I guess, from here, but like with no tram, so that's like more time.
Yeah, but it's like maybe like 5 minutes from here. 5, 7.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because it's
a
like
walk.
the midpoint between my place and your place.
Tragedy. He has to walk home with his groceries.
Oh no.
Yeah, bro. Speaking of,
Yeah.
I did my groceries today, but then I had a slight detour to Footscray.
Slight.
That's not
Yeah,
a slight. How did that? Wait, were you still carrying your groceries? Like you had like milk in your fucking?
No, actually, so I got.
He needs some milk.
So I messaged the guy on Facebook Marketplace for some RAM, and then he replied me as I was walking to the grocery store.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna grab the groceries after I deal with this guy.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
I didn't carry my milk.
Yeah, so you went to the guy you went to Footscray first.
Yes.
Then yeah.
But I was on my way to get my groceries, you know.
But you weren't like you hadn't gotten it and you're on your way back. Yeah. That makes sense.
I was smart about that.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'd been carrying around your milk
Clever boy.
in the hot sun. Yeah.
Get some.
When's the last time you went to a grocery store? Do you have a funny
Today.
Do you have a story with that?
With grocery stores.
Yeah.
Toch. I threw a watermelon at my sister,
Within the grocery store?
Yeah.
Or, oh.
and she caught it.
Oh.
Not fun.
Ooh,
Did
that
you
was-
I don't do
actively,
shit in a
did you
grocery store. I
actively
don't
do
try
shit.
to physically harm your sister?
If I said, here, Dale, catch this medicine ball,
I didn't hear you.
but
Because
you
he had
heard
his
me.
headphones on.
I had my AirPods.
You
on.
have
his
open back
headphones on.
headphones. You can hear me.
Yes.
Oh.
But what if I didn't catch it?
Then you're fucking.
To take that out, that's like
I
an
don't fucking know.
actual bad word you can't use. Otherwise, yeah. Okay, just like
Me and my friend, like
aside
2
from
years
the
ago, just
podcast,
constantly said that
I'm
to
just
each other
gonna-
all of the time,
just
and
gonna-
then we were just
okay.
like, "Yes, this is the norm." But yeah,
Let's get back to the
back to the
watermelon
story.
story. All right, and we begin. So you threw a watermelon. So funny, you threw a watermelon.
Watermelon sugar.
no.
Hi. My name is Sari.
Pen, pineapple, apple, pen.
Oh, but going off that thing about the couple behind me, that was really fucked. It was really weird. But you know what? It does relate to something I was gonna segue into. You guys want to talk a bit about some news, and if you were in relation to like domestic violence sort of vibes, shall we talk a bit about Jonathan Majors? Okay, Jonathan Major pain in the ass for Marvel. I made that joke prior to the thing, but yeah.
It needs some milk.
Joke, dude.
Critical damage.
Yeah. Do you guys hear about Jonathan Majors?
Actually, I have not heard about this.
So-
I remember
news.
hearing about it, and I forgot it.
I'll give you a brief catch up. Now, this is I'm not using a source. Like I know about this, so like it's just my memory. So
just
like no
knows.
direct. There's no direct. This is all alleged. All right. So police arrest him because of he doing a bit of an alleged domestic violence, according to his partner.
Oh,
He goes to
Yep.
jail. He beat the charges, and apparently didn't beat his partner.
I was gonna fucking say he hit
Okay.
the judges. He just hit the judge, and the judge was like,
He did it.
But it was really weird the way the lawyers tried to prove to like the public that like it's fine. It was he released private text messages between him and his partner, but the private text messages, I advise you to look at them yourselves. But they're kind of weird. They're like, it's like the girlfriend saying, "Oh, don't worry, I'll handle this. Yeah, nothing happened," or something like that. But it also, you can interpret it as like she's scared of him and she's just saying things because the messages themselves were very strange. So I don't know. I don't know if it really helped his case. In fact, some would say it didn't. some such as his talent agency that dropped him. So he currently has no talent agency, nothing like that. Do you guys think Marvel's going to drop him next?
Maybe if more damning evidence comes out, but like from the judge's decision, I mean, if he's innocent, then he's innocent in the legal term.
Because you'd think that like, because Disney does it. Oh, they're obviously a very clean brand. They don't want anything painting that. I don't know. They've also got a weird history with it because like, what's her name in Mandalorian? She got dropped after like the first season because
the lady.
She put out some anti-Semitic stuff on Instagram.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, there was that whole weird thing of Jeremy Renner firing a gun in front of his family in like a domestic violence thing. But he's all fine with him. He has his own new TV show and things.
Just he's practicing his Second Amendment rights,
right.
man. What's wrong with that?
Disney's an American company. That's true. Yeah. They're all for that stuff.
Oh, true.
Interesting. You know what? Let's set up some predictions. Do you think Do you think they'll get rid of him?
Well, if his public image gets worse, they may very well get rid of him. You know. But like, if everyone just forgets and forgives, then it'll be all good.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like, what do you think
My
is likely to happen
predictions
of those
are
two
like
options?
they'll forget and forgive.
They're going to forgive? What do you think?
I don't feel good about making a prediction. What's your
This is a terrible idea. I think
you started it.
I'm going to go opposing Dio, so it's you know.
And we're all even. All is fair in love and war.
Violence.
Love wins at the end.
Yeah, this is a real Justin Roiland case.
But Justin Roiland, did he beat his case? What happened to him again?
Yeah, so like apparently, he got let off. So apparently they didn't have enough evidence, which still like doesn't mean everything. Like a lot of these domestic violence cases, it's a he said, she said sort of thing, right? Where there's never going to be any real evidence to substantiate it, which is kind of unfortunate. It's like a lot of time domestic violence victims will probably not get justice because of this.
Yes.
So like in the case of Justin Roiland, there's either way, you know, but it doesn't excuse the workplace stuff. So it's like he's still not with Adult Swim anymore and stuff, and his creepy DMs to people and like that stuff is all still publicly available and with hard facts because it's screenshots and shit. So it's like
it got the receipts.
So it's like, But speaking of ideas that may not be so good, wait, is that a good? I don't know if that's a good tangent. That's kind of terrible.
Speaking of bad decisions,
yeah, like my decision to bring forth that story and make a betting game out of it. That was bad. A Quidditch game got announced at Warner Brothers, and I think it's currently in like alpha or beta or something. Like people are playtesting it.
They should.
It kind of gave me that vibe, yeah.
Collaborate with EA Sports.
The game.
So they can be like Quidditch 2K25.
It's like it's interesting because remember when Hogwarts Legacy was coming out and they were going like, oh, there won't be any Quidditch in this, and people were like, oh my gosh. It seems like they're already working on this. They must have already been working on this game in the meantime,
probably.
right? Because it's already like kind of coming out soon.
And enough to make a standalone.
Yeah. So like
So they can get them more money, bro. And give it away to J.K. Rowling.
Yeah. Do you think I feel like it's going to be a free-to-play game, but like with heavy microtransactions, obviously. But like, because I don't feel like, I don't know, a Quidditch, they're going to really do like a full like $60, or not $60, fucking in Australia it would be like $120, like
$120.
Yeah, game. Like 2K type game.
They
like
should make
$2,000.
No, like
the
2K,
EA
like,
2K series.
Yeah, like NBA game.
Quidditch 2K22.
Quidditch $2,000.
$2,000.
And then you can get the golden dick. Snitch.
Damn.
Only for $500.
Oh,
$5.
did you know about that one thing? This is not on my actual list of news, but
What's the
there
thing?
was a gun skin on CS that sold for $400,000 for blue,
Hey.
the color blue.
Is it a one of a kind skin?
I don't know. It's blue. Is that cool?
Is it just solid blue?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Is it
but apparently it's
official
just blue.
Eiffel merch?
What?
I'm blue. I would
Oh,
You mean
Eiffel
the-
65. Or what's their band name?
Eiffel 65. I think.
No, man. I'm all about the remix version.
The Lucky
Shit.
Thursday remix.
Yeah, there's a shit remix. It got nominated for the Grammys this year.
Did
It
it?
plays
What?
at the club that we've been to many times. It just keeps playing. And
won a
hate it
couple
with a passion.
Grammys. I don't know. I forgot the song this from. I won a couple Grammys. Never
It was
mind.
someone's song.
Move on to the next one, bro.
Is it a Drake
is that-
song?
I was going to say that's Jack Harlow.
Did Jack Harlow
I've
win
never heard a
Grammys?
single thing from Jake Harlow. Jake?
Jack is his cousin.
Jack.
Oh,
Right.
no, it was Eminem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're singing
Oh, it's in
Eminem.
Rap God, isn't it? It's in Rap God.
No, it's from that fucking the song that was a collab with that other. It's not gonna help.
Oh, it's
All
not
right.
bad,
That dude.
All right.
Dude.
The other things that are in early pre-production, Superman Legacy, the James Gunn Superman film.
Oh.
That film where he goes like, "Oh, we're recasting Henry Cavill. I've written it. I'm not going to direct it. Okay, I'm directing it." That movie.
Is it like Hogwarts Legacy, but Superman?
Like James Gunn is like,
Fuck you. I hate you.
I
You're not
don't-
playing with my coins anymore.
It's probably not going to be because it's a movie.
Oh.
Because we're talking about the movie.
Yes, but they are named similarly, so there must be some kind of connection there.
I don't know. Doesn't seem like it, but I mean they're both WB.
See?
Maybe. But yeah, that's in pre-production. Are you guys excited for another Superman reboot?
Not really.
Not really.
Fair. But okay, the next story I have for you guys, like, I'm gonna tell you guys, it is okay to cry about this one. This one's pretty sad, and like I know how much
love
this has
crying.
affected all of you, so bear in mind. Netflix's DVD rental service is shutting down.
Oh no.
Ah, fuck.
Damn, this is a
I
blockbuster
rented so
moment.
many videos, so many CDs from that fucking
I
service.
think
Yeah.
you meant
But
DVD.
multiplied by 0.
Yeah.
For real. You
For
guys
real,
all
for
know
real.
about how Netflix used to be a DVD service thing when it started.
Yeah, they used to be a bit of a blockbuster.
I didn't
joint.
know it still existed, honestly.
Neither did I. And
But,
who still uses that service?
That is interesting. Why is it shutting down in 2023?
That means someone was still
There's
using
one
that service.
person.
One guy.
It does make sense, I guess, in areas that, like, I was going to say don't have the internet, but also it doesn't really make sense about how they're ordering these CDs stuff,
Maybe
right?
they have a mailman, but no internet.
I mean, I guess they could do it
By phone.
by phone. They call
Hello,
in,
Netflix.
call into
Fax.
Netflix
Fax.
office. Hi, we're Netflix. Why am I getting a call?
Can I order the latest season of what's a Netflix show? Fucking 13
Wait, not
Reasons
Love Island.
Why? Love Island.
What is that? What is that one about the Too Hot to Handle?
Can I order the latest seasons of Too Hot to Handle on DVD, please?
Yeah.
And they be like, "Sir, this is
A Wendy's. A Stan.
Wendy's.
No,
This
no,
is
it
Stan."
needs to be fucking an Australian accent.
This is Stan, mate.
Mate, this
So-
is
We
Stan.
we don't have that, but we currently have the movie Gold with Zac Efron. Yeah, mate. He lives up on fucking Queensland somewhere, right? I don't know. Hey, we got John
Yeah.
Cena in Melbourne sometime.
Oh yeah, I saw he was at like Flinders or something holding.
this
a
was
sign.
like
Was
months
it
ago. Yeah.
months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Is he still here? Is he not?
I think they finished shooting it. It was the same reason that Zac Efron was here. They were shooting
Oh,
the same
yeah.
thing. And they shot at my university. True story.
Oh.
The universities.
Oh.
We should watch the movie when it comes out.
We should.
So I could just be like, hey, that's not a real hospital. That's a university. I'm actually the movie.
You in the movie?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna be the actually guy when I watch
Oh,
the movie.
I'm actually guy.
Yeah.
You ain't that guy, my friend. You ain't that guy.
But
You gonna be that guy,
hypothetically, if you guys
hypothetically.
were to watch a TV series, would it be the newly announced Twilight TV series?
I've never watched any Twilight films ever in
Will
my
it
life.
also
Bro,
include?
we should do a Twilight marathon or
Oh
something.
boy.
I actually was thinking about it when I was walking around today. Like, it would be fun. Especially with friends of the podcast, Thomas and Ibrahim. Like, that's
Oh yeah,
the gang.
boys.
We just did a Matrix marathon, which we'll talk about later. But like, that would be really fucking fun. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
But yeah, new TV series. This is, for some reason, the last couple of weeks has been the hey, we're gonna make TV series as a pre-existing films again.
Yeah, true. Right.
With the Harry Potter. Yeah, a little bit weird.
It's just going to that cycle of remaster.
And those Twilight
remake,
movies are
every
fucking classic.
thing.
They're perfect movies.
Yeah, bro.
Bear in
Yeah.
mind, I've only seen like I think 2 of them, but like, goddamn, from the 2 movies I've seen, they're pretty classic. And I think
Mhm.
Twilight is like the least. It's not as problematic as Harry Potter, so I guess that's something.
Maybe it is the decade of nostalgia bait.
And Harry Potter and Twilight were popular around the same time
Yeah.
Mm.
in terms of the films. But yeah,
Oh, it is that decade of nostalgia bait specifically for millennials.
not nah. Oh, well, is it millennials?
Yeah,
guess
that's
it's
the target
kinda.
audience.
It was like YA during the 2010s. Is that
Like early
millennials?
2010s, that'd be millennials in their late teenage years
I guess so.
to early 20s.
The Hunger Games is coming back at the end of the year, I think.
Oh.
I think we
Oh,
talked about Ballad of Songs and Snakes or whatever. There
yeah.
was a book and now it's coming a movie. Yeah. But
Nice.
in terms of actual movies that I think we're excited for, we're going to talk a little bit of trailer stuff.
No.
Specifically Kong X Godzilla, which I'm pretty sure is what. From what I remember, we watched Godzilla vs Kong, and I think we liked it to some extent, at least. We were like, we could. I remember like we
Yeah.
did like a big long rant about everything that was wrong with it, but I think overall we were pretty positive on the movie, right?
I think it
I
wasn't
don't
that
remember
bad,
a single
if
thing.
I remember.
I think this may or may not be true, but I think it was like the first movie out of lockdown that we watched,
Is it the one with the Millie?
or before we went into lockdown. It was during one of the lockdowns because I went and saw it in theaters. It was the one with Millie Bobby. Well, I mean, she's in all of them, but like,
Yeah, she was still in that one.
it was
Yeah.
the one where they had the big fight in the city, and then they like he blasts into the core of the earth.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was pretty funny. And then the Mechagodzilla comes at the end.
oh yeah. I guess that bit was cool.
Yeah,
But you know the name Kong X Godzilla. That's
a
very
new empire, I believe.
Yes.
that's very like Tumblr
new or
fan
done new?
fiction esque
Sorry?
formatting for a name.
I mean, I guess so.
Because X means usually like, oh, it's a pairing, it's a ship, you know.
I mean, it is a
In-
pairing. It is a
But are they
There is.
hooking up though?
The
maybe.
bangers and the beans.
could
Is
be.
Is it the new empire or a new empire?
A new empire.
Unless
I
they're
thought it was
taking like
done,
the
yeah.
Could be one
the
of the
rap
others.
feature formatting of like, oh fucking rapper MC Ride 22X MC Sun dude.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. So they're gonna release a diss track.
Yeah.
Maybe drop
It's a
few
collab.
bangers.
SoundCloud.
I remember the soundtrack for the last movie. It was so overwhelming.
Mm.
It was everything was super
Mm.
bassy, and I was in the theaters and I was like dying.
Oh,
It was a loud ass
they're
movie.
supposed to be big and they're big.
They're
and
big creatures.
They make a lot of low end noise from being
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my.
We also got a
God.
trailer for the new Insidious film.
big. Yes.
Did you? I feel like we watched the Insidious movies together at some point. Did we?
Watch one of them, I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
And I have no existing background, as usual.
Damn. It's one of James Wan's signature franchises, I guess.
I know.
But this one is the directorial debut of Patrick Wilson himself,
Yo.
Mr.
which is
Wilson.
pretty exciting. We've seen him do some spooks in the Conjuring series and in the Insidious series. We've seen him do some funny anime stuff in Aquaman. I don't know how else to
Is there
describe
an
his
anime
character.
bit in Aquaman?
But he's a pretty anime. He just yells.
Oh,
Pretty anime. He yells and he
Yeah.
punches.
yeah, that's pretty anime.
Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to this. We'll watch it when it comes out, I guess.
See how it goes.
Did you guys think it looked good?
Looks
Think it had
like
the
a
spooks?
horror movie,
yeah.
so I
Ah, fuck.
reckon it'll be
the
either
note.
funny or spooky.
Spooky.
Which
It's one or the
Fun
other,
spooky.
or maybe both.
I
Funny
feel like that's a
spook.
pretty good tangent into
Funny.
Iron Lung.
Wee.
Yeah. Do you know more about this one?
Yes.
Because I don't know what
I
Iron
know
Lung
a
is
bit
going to
about
talk
the
a bit.
game.
Do you know either? I suppose it's just me.
I know a bit about it. It's like you're in a submarine, right? And you're like in the deep, and you're
Like,
fighting fish
Honestly,
monsters.
watching someone do a playthrough of it might be worth your time, or just playing the actual game Iron Lung.
Oh, I might just watch the movie that's coming out, directed and written and starring. What is he doing?
I don't know.
He's
We're
directing it.
ill-informed.
He's writing it. Maybe he's starring in
Is
it.
it made by the same
um,
guy? Or a different
Mar-
guy from the
Markiplier?
game? Yeah.
No, Markiplier,
Markiplier's making it.
the YouTuber.
Oh, he making it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What
Damn.
are your thoughts on this?
Can you describe the game?
Oh yeah, describe the game a bit.
Spoilers for the game.
No, you don't need to spoil it. Just describe the premise of the game.
I want people to actually enjoy this game because it is, I in my opinion, is actually a really cool thing. Because it is, humanity's ended. The Earth has died. People live in space. People explore, other planets, but it's a dystopia. So people are forced into submarines that are locked from the inside or from the outside. So they can't get out. All the doors are welded shut. They just have to explore. And if they succeed and don't die, they live. And if they die, they die. And if they fail, they die.
Sounds
like
like
real
a
life.
bit of fun.
And you're
this is
going for a
lots of fun.
submarine, but you can't, there's no windows. So you can only just stop and take photos.
Damn.
And if something's right next to your camera and you take a photo and the next moment it's gone, then you don't have, but you have no idea what's around you. You only have like a
big
short range
fish.
radar.
Sounds like an influence stream.
Ooh. Yeah, what they've like. It's a Mr.
Yeah.
Beast video. It's like, last guy to escape the submarine wins $2.
Pretty much. Literally like $2. You don't get much for if you survive.
But you get to
Yeah.
see big fish, right?
You do get to see big fish, and it's a big jump scare. And that's the end of spoilers.
All right.
It's fish
But,
exploration. It's
yeah.
like Pokemon Snap, but for fish. But alien
I
Pokemon
have
fish.
Snap.
no idea. Oh, wait, is that the
Oh.
photo taking one?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
the photo,
like
it's a-
that fucking PlayStation game that came out with the launch of the PlayStation Bugstack or whatever it is?
Oh, Bugsnax
You
is
know
kind
that
of
one?
cool.
That's
yeah.
like Pokemon Snap, right? You go around, you take the pictures?
You can take pictures, but it's like
Pokebug Snap.
it's Pokemon. I guess it is kind of Pokemon Snap, but also it's animals made from food. You like food?
No,
You can
You
eat
like
the
food?
animals alive.
you food fan? Are you food fan?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a fan.
you're a little food fan. Yeah.
You can eat
No.
the living food alive and see them suffer
Wow.
Wow.
while you devour them.
Ever just eaten a raw worm? That took way too long for me to say out loud.
Oh,
Fish eat those.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
true.
They enjoy it. Not the worms, the fish.
Do worms have feelings?
No, but they have 5 hearts.
damn.
That's a lot of heart.
It's a little bit more than me.
Yeah.
I may not have 5 hearts, but I've got a lot of heart.
Yeah.
So maybe they do have feelings.
Maybe they do. But you know what you'd never eat? A hedgehog. Like how Knuckles is getting a spin-off.
Hey yo.
That was a terrible tangent.
But Knuckles isn't a echidna, bro.
But if I skin the hedgehog, then it'd be fine.
Yes.
Yes.
It'll probably be pretty gamey, anyways.
Yeah.
Do you know their main diet is their own shit?
Yeah.
That's delightful. That should be
Would that
canon
add to the gamey
Sonic.
flavor?
One way to find out.
Mm.
Well, echidnas, right? Because Knuckles, yeah, spin-off. I think it's going to be with Paramount Plus or whatever it is.
Yeah, repairing.
Kid Cudi's no, Kid Cudi.
He's acting as
I was
Knuckles.
I was building up to it. Hold on. Idris Elba is returning
Mhm.
alongside Kid Cudi's going to be starring in it.
As Kid Cudi.
I assume
Probably.
he could
Holy
be because
shit.
humans exist in that universe.
And
but-
Knuckles is a rapper.
oh,
They're gonna collab.
collab. Knuckles X Kid
My
Cudi,
muscles.
a new empire.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Knuckles and Kid.
I still haven't seen Sonic 2. Is it good?
I like it better than the first.
Is it better than a little movie we watched last week that I didn't like that much?
I like
was
Mario
okay.
more just for the fact it's Mario.
Kind of cringe.
You just hate Mario.
I just hate Mario. But
No,
do
hey,
you want to
Luigi,
hear about
no.
how Mario is doing at the box office?
I bet it's going really well for them.
I don't. This is probably not the latest information, but this is the one that I've got here. The movie has surpassed $800 million.
They're gonna beat Avatar.
800 million.
Like which
oh
one?
my
The first or the
god.
second one?
Second one.
The second one. Honestly, it could. Nah, it's not gonna beat. Because no, I don't think people are going and seeing it twice. It's just a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
kids. It's like, I don't really think. Like, do you think you'd want to watch the movie again in theaters? Because Avatar, it's like a big visual
Yeah.
spectacle, so you want to see it as many times as you can while it's in theaters, and then
Mhm.
never touch it again. That's my Avatar philosophy. But I don't know. I feel like it's mostly just people taking
More kids.
kids. It's like it's. I mean,
Yes.
this is the most safe movie that's out. So it's just like it's not like an R-rated movie like John Wick. It's not like you're gonna take your little kids to see John Wick. You know, the infinitely better film.
And then
that
you go
theaters
into the
have.
cinema and then the cinema accidentally plays Hereditary.
That
Which
happened to you.
No, I think that actually that was the thing that happened in the world at one point. They went to go watch a
No.
kids film and then they played the film. The cinema started playing Hereditary.
Damn, I watched Hereditary when I was too young. They didn't ask for my ID. I went in, I watched it, and I was terrified the entire time. But there were adults
No.
in the theater that were also scared. And then
How
afterwards,
young
they
were
turned
you?
around. I would have been like 14 or 13
Oh,
because the movie was MA. So,
oh,
yeah.
yeah. I thought you meant like, oh, you were like 6 or something.
No,
When did
I wouldn't
Hereditary
have been
come
able to
out?
even
Yeah.
understand anything if I was sick.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Dumb kid. No, me too.
I feel like we're all dumb at 6. But at least we were smarter than those fucking kids going to watch the Mario.
Hey, I
to
watched
go say,
that movie.
We all watched
Hey,
that
so did
movie.
I.
We all watched that
We're
movie.
all just as
Ah!
dumb.
But not when we were 6 years old. We were better than that. What did we watch when what was your favorite movie when you were 6 years old?
Cars.
Cars.
Probably.
What was your favorite film when you were?
Don't fucking know. Probably Toy Story.
I was going to say mine was probably like Lion King. So it's probably all just a bunch of
Yeah.
wow, corporations really taking over our life. Fucking
See,
Disney.
Disney, if you think about it, they do control the upbringing of young kids. Like anything they put
Molding
out,
impressionable
the kids
minds.
will be.
Folding.
Yeah,
Balding. They're not a balding.
they start balding.
Balding the kids. Damn.
The overwhelming information will start to make
Yeah.
them bold.
And speaking of bold, you know what's a bold choice on Activision's part? A COD board game. Like a tabletop RPG, I think.
But why not just buy
Oh, they should do what we wanted to do for the Cowboy D&D.
Ooh.
You get a dartboard and you
Oh, yeah, and
skill
you have
shot a random chance to
For
get
some
a
context,
headshot.
we're working on a little
Ooh.
D&D cowboy. Like me as a DM, I'm going to make a little Western D&D thing for the boys. And we're talking about the way that we can do shooting is you have to physically throw a dart at the dartboard to hit.
tabletop.
They should
COD
just
RPG.
buy real guns, and that's a game.
Damn, I feel like you could just do that.
Yeah, you'd rather just go shoot real clay pigeons at that point, wouldn't you?
Or just shoot real people. You might as well join the war. Go
Cut
after-
that! Cut that! Like, he didn't say
Hey,
anything.
I'm not promoting joining the war.
Uncle Jack. Yeah, he went to Afghanistan.
For real.
Man, back in 16.
I'm the face of all of like the "We Want You" posters.
Uncle Jack.
Yeah.
Uncle Jack represents the
good.
half Japanese peoples.
What?
Went for war and never came back.
All right. Yeah, so that's that. I think it's on it's going on Kickstarter. It is on Kickstarter, something like that.
Mm.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
do they need crowdfunding when they're Activision?
Maybe it's not Activision. I don't know.
Was it
That was a
licensed from
misinformed
Activision?
research.
Do
Yeah.
your research, people.
But
Don't take bullshit from us.
I feel like we should do our research before we tell people in the news segment,
Mm.
considering it is a news. But
True.
yeah.
But you know,
God.
sometimes you just gotta make stuff up.
Thank you.
We should just do a disclaimer at the start of every episode. We're probably gonna say bullshit. So, yeah, just you're listening to our bullshit, not informed bullshit.
Yes, this is
Well,
not
somewhat
100% accurate,
informed,
but
not fully informed.
Informed enough to know about it.
I'll give you some information that is 100% accurate. That reportedly Craven will be rated R, Sony's first R-rated Spider-Man film.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
You guys craving this film?
Only if it has Venom.
I don't know. It seems
How
like they're
was
building
Ven-
up to a little bit of a villain verse, right?
Yeah, so like get
On
Venom
the
back.
hunt.
The Venom's too much of a good guy. But you know who's
Venom.
not? Morbius.
Oh yes.
And
Oh.
Vulture.
Yeah, fuck off with that shit. I don't want that bullshit in there, bro. That's the
Morbius.
yeah.
They're gonna make a sequel.
your
What was I thinking about?
Yeah.
What was I thinking about Jared Leto the other? Wait, were we looking up? No, I was with somebody. I can't remember who, but we were looking up how to pronounce Jared Leto.
I was thinking about Jared Leto the other day.
Yeah, bro.
How's he
it
doing?
happened.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's doing great. He was at Epstein's Island.
Oh, was he?
He was on what?
Yeah, that's why we don't like him. Like the main reason.
No,
He's
yeah.
also a weird guy, but like he was on Epstein's Island.
Oh.
Probably just for the snorkeling, obviously, you know. But
Yeah, he's just having a bit of a island
On
holiday.
Epstein's Island. Is that like Glass Onion?
Maybe it
like
was close. Of
the
the real
island,
world.
the island of the glass onion island of like
The world.
I was gonna say certain crimes that we probably
Oh.
shouldn't go into that
Yeah.
much. I'm sure people are already aware of that, but yeah. All right. Now moving away from that, let's get into some actual review stuff, right? So I thought we'd just go ahead and first start talking about the Matrix quadrilogy. That was a pretty
Quadrilogy.
bagger viewing experience. We were watching that throughout the week.
We did.
I think the first Matrix is very good.
It is
Honestly,
still cool.
I can keep rewatching that and it doesn't get old.
Mm.
Matrix Reloaded, I actually kind of like that movie quite a bit. It's got its flaws in terms of mainly like the pacing, but also like the overuse of CGI suddenly because it was like the trend at the time.
Yeah.
You know, back in the early 2000s, they're like, oh, we have CGI now. I bet our CGI is so good that we can make people and no one will be able to tell the difference. But guess what? Everyone could tell the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, they're using the technology.
Yeah, but it was kind of cringe.
It's not an optimal use of the technology.
They just didn't
but
have to
they
use
used
the
it.
technology. They could have done it.
Yeah.
Because it'd be
Yeah.
like, there's no issue with like the actual cloning thing. The cloning thing was practical. Like, I'm not
Mm.
practical. Like, it was,
They had different.
it wasn't CGI
yeah,
with
they
the
got
clones. It
people,
was just
yeah.
when they were doing spinny things for some reason.
Because it's, I guess,
Yeah.
harder to spin people, man.
I don't know. But yeah.
I guess you could spin people on a wire. Just be like, ooh, ooh,
Yeah.
ooh. But then they'll throw
Also, I
up
assume
and
they
die.
wrote stuff around the fact that they had this technology and they wanted to show it off or
yeah,
something.
probably.
But yeah, it just didn't age very well. It did well. It wasn't even good for its time. Like people were like, "Why?"
Yeah.
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 And Matrix Resurrection. The thing about Matrix Resurrection is I don't really like it that much, but I grew to appreciate it more watching. No, sorry, not Matrix Resurrections. Matrix 3
Revolution.
is Revolution. Sorry, I didn't really like it, but I grew to appreciate it a bit more because of Matrix Resurrections, which
Yeah.
was so fucking annoying. Like it started off pretty shit, and it reached a really interesting point where it's like, damn, what if the Matrix was just a video game? And what if Neo was the video game designer and was like, Neo's depressed, he's popping blue pills? And I'm like,
Popping.
I'm kind of vibing with this. The
Push and
editing in
pee.
this movie was terrible. That was like one of the most distracting things about it. And the CGI was also pretty annoying. But then the movie was just such a confusing, not in the way that like it was like it was hard to understand because of the way they would dole out information. They'd go like exposition dumps of things. Honestly, I didn't care about, but the things I did care about, they kept it till like much later in the movie. Literally, the simple explanation of why are they back? Why is this movie being made? And they explain it like a bunch later. The movies, I don't mind the meta-ness of the movie. I think it's a little bit too fan servicey for my taste, or the fact that they literally play the movie in the background
That was
to
funny.
be like, "Hey, look at the better movie."
Look, it's
but,
the movie.
Also, they kind of waste Keanu Reeves in this movie. Like, love Keanu. His performance in this one was okay. Like, it wasn't that good. And like the physical stuff that he could do, they barely used him for. He didn't shoot any gun. This man is literally weapons trained. He did John Wick. Chad Stahelski's the movie. That's probably my favorite thing about it. And it's like, the one thing I do give it credit for is they do perform a pretty epic stunt where they jump off a building. Like they literally jump off a skyscraper with a harness on, but like it's still a really cool stunt.
But Neo as a character, he doesn't use too many guns. His main
Yes,
thing
he
is
does.
the martial arts bit. His main like choice.
Yeah,
of
but like
fighting.
he still uses gun. Like
He does
'cause
use
the
guns.
whole combat style is gun fu, right?
Yes.
So it's like without the gun, it's just the fu.
Yeah, but
Food
like
lovers,
compared to like John Wick,
food fans.
which is more gun
Yeah,
heavy.
you know. But like Neo does use it, and
He
like obviously Keanu's like been done a lot more since the Matrix, so he has all
Yeah.
of these skills. Use them
Wait,
because I feel like this movie, it kind of did him dirty a little bit because it's like the scenes that they gave him. It's not like he's a bad actor. It's just like the scenes that he gave him weren't very good, and they didn't like portray him great. So it was like, you know, give him something that plays to his strength. I think his best stuff was when he's doing some actiony stuff. But like, I don't know.
No.
hold on.
Yeah.
Gun fu, but the gun is fu fighting. Foo
Yes.
Fighters.
Foo Fighters reference.
Damn.
Oh my god, 2000s reference.
Oh my
For
god,
real.
this is the.
You know about that one
nostalgia.
movie, Studio 666? Came out a couple years ago, I think.
Did it have Foo Fighters?
Yeah, it's literally a movie where the Foo Fighters are recording an album, and then like zombies attack them.
Yeah,
Oh, that sounds like
that
shit.
rings a bell.
Yeah, it's a real movie.
Yeah. Funny.
Yeah.
That rings a bell.
But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on the Matrix quadrilogy. I think the fourth one is the worst one, even though it shows promise in some things that I kind of like. It's just like the story itself was also kind of just ass. It was like
Yes, I agree.
fucking Trinity and Neo can blow up. Oh, that's the one thing I don't like about the Matrix movies. It's like I never bought Trinity and Neo. I was just like, I really like the idea of their romance. I don't think that they it just came out of nowhere though, in a way, in the first movie.
'Cause they
Like, yeah.
decided to fuck.
Oh, Matrix Reloaded is such a horny movie.
Oh yeah.
The entire movie, they just like talk about how they want to fuck, and then they do fuck. So it's like they try
They
to
had a
fuck in an
big
elevator,
orgy,
and then
bro.
like everybody, then the doors open, and then it just
Oh.
entire people are going like, "Oh, praise Neo." Pretty funny.
Praise Neo.
Yeah.
They had a whole orgy scene.
It wasn't an actual
Or like
orgy,
a rave,
but like it
more,
was a
but, like,
rave.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
kind of too. But there was a lot of nudity in that one, so I'll give you that one.
Mhm.
Yeah. What did you think?
Yeah, fourth movie is pretty shit.
Also, yeah, the fourth movie, the whole thing revolves around bullet time, and Neo doesn't pick up a gun.
Yeah, true.
He doesn't use his bullets.
Well, the villain guy used gun to threaten Neo.
Yeah, that was it.
That's why they need bullet time, I guess. Oh, should we talk about dropping frames?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just like the editing in this movie, it's like like in every way the movie was edited
Yeah.
poorly. Within scenes, it was edited poorly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the cutting, like they do frantic action movie level like quick cuts during dialogue. It was really annoying. Just like stay still for 1 fucking second, and like it makes you really appreciate the cinematography of the first Matrix, where everything's beautiful wide shots and stuff. You could see all the action going on within the frame. Whereas this one, when they did action, it's all quick cut bullshit, modern action bullshit.
So
Yeah,
for
true.
your highlights from this episode, do quick cuts of Jack talking about the quick cuts.
Bam, 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 bam.
Bam, bam, between 3 cameras.
Bam, bam, bam.
Well,
Yeah, I'll
yeah,
do
you
that.
want to say some?
Yeah, same thing about the story. It's kind of shit that it's just like they're making up reasons for Neo and Trinity to come back.
Yeah,
But I like the video, the meta video game bit, as you also
yeah.
discussed.
Because that was interesting. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
this could go somewhere. Just give me like a good enough reason for this movie to exist, and I'll, you know what, I might go with it because they seem to have an interesting concept.
Yeah.
But then it didn't do that
But
for
then
me.
there's like, oh, we
And all
got
the
him
fucking-
back.
The side like, okay, maybe this is a hot take, but I'm not a huge fan of the side characters that much in the Matrix trilogy, at least post the first Matrix anyway. And like
Yeah.
everyone kind of returns for cameos and stuff. And like, get the fuck out of here. Why is
Besides the
Jada
good
Pinkett Smith back?
characters, everyone's back except the good side character.
I guess so.
So the only good one was
I
Morbius.
mean, are there any? Well, Morbius is like, he's not really a side character. He's one of the main.
Okay.
He's like
I
part of
mean, if it's more.
I mean, like side characters, like the fucking
Actual side
vampire
characters.
fucking
Oh, yeah.
dude, the guy with the vampires and stuff. Like of the Merovingian, that's his name,
The
and like Jada Pinkett
Frenchman.
Smith's character, the Oracle child, the child Oracle child, which is just played by a different actress anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Like stuff like that.
Agent Smithy.
And the recasting of Agent Smith and like the Morpheus one kind of worked. Like the guy who did a pretty good job at emulating, but like as much as I like the dude Jonathan Groff, it's just like he's not Agent Smith, and like I don't. And it's such a weird, like the whole trilogy revolves around this conflict between Neo and Agent Smith, and then in this movie they're like, oh, what if they team up? What is this, a fucking superhero comic or something where this character just team up? It doesn't. It like all the drama of the previous movies feel like, yeah, this movie ultimately made like the trilogy feel like it meant nothing, kind of in a way. I feel
Yeah.
like the gravitas of that was lost in terms of both like the relationship between all the characters and stuff, as well as like the overall, like the logic behind why the new Matrix was created was dumb as fuck. It was like, what if the robots fought each other?
Because that made like Neo didn't succeed nor fail in the
Yeah.
last trilogy.
And I don't really get what they're trying to say about the one in this. It's like, is it
The one
both of them? Is it Trinity? Just believe it at Neo. It's fine. Like the trilogy is a trilogy. It's not a perfect trilogy, but at least it feels like a full thing. It's kind of like the Star Wars prequels, the way I view it. At least it feels like a full thing. But like you don't why, yeah.
The one was the love we found along the way.
It kind of
The fake love.
think of that.
The love.
Story message has been learned. Hollywood fell off. Stop squeezing money out of shit.
Yeah,
Things are good the way they are.
but that ain't gonna happen anytime soon.
Nyana.
All right.
nah.
Yeah.
How about we'll turn to a more positive note and we'll talk about this week's movie of the week.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
that was Broker, a film coming from
Brokeru.
South Korea. Notably, it stars love of my life, IU, as one of the lead
Mm.
roles. But there are other people in the movie. I'm gonna look at.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, that was a terrible intro to the movie.
If my eyes were a water bank, then watching The Broker made me the brokest.
You're a
Yeah, were you
broken
tearing?
water
I thought you
bank?
weren't tearing. Oh,
I
it was.
wasn't. I was just making a joke.
Or is it because of
But
bank and broke? Or is it because it's
A water bank.
and you
If
broke
if
it?
my eyes are crying and I run out of water, then I'm broke.
Oh, he's thinking about a water bank.
I'm talking about
Like,
literal,
you know, the
like a bank. The institution
I think
of a
you mean
bank.
a river bank.
Well, he said water bank.
Yeah, because he's talking about like an institution of bank, but water.
So that was what I was thinking.
Yeah, then what's
So you're talking about a bank
Yeah,
full of water?
yeah. And if my eyes were a water bank and I cried a lot,
Then you
That'd be
broke.
broke.
All right, that makes sense.
damn?
I'm just
Yeah,
confirming the joke.
that
you know?
was the yeah.
for the audio listeners out there, we're giving you a hand. We're
right.
here for you.
Anyway, yeah, it stars I have to double check these. I can't remember. Okay.
That's the guy.
Song Kang Ho as the main dude. There was
Which main dude?
Older man or
Old
younger
man.
man?
Older man.
Yeah.
Older
I can't be
man.
stuffed with reading all the cast, but it's directed by somebody. Hold on, let me find it.
Directed by Squid Game.
I'm gonna butcher this name. Okay, ready? Kore Eda Hirokazu. Really Japanese.
Yeah, it kind of sounds a bit
He's
Jap.
Oh, he's Japanese.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. But anyway, yeah. But most importantly, I use in this movie. Freaking love I. What are your
Mm,
first impressions of this film?
Damn, this is a funky movie.
Like, were you dancing or like?
No, but like I did enjoy this movie. Quite a unique concept and how they went about it. I like the drama they're portraying here, and how I like the story.
Good story. Good film. I really enjoyed.
I like this one a lot. It was I think the concept felt pretty unique. And the way they executed the concept wasn't that unique, the way they actually executed it, but like it was a interesting way of sort of like the genre of the film, right? I'd kind of say it's like a road trip movie,
It's
right?
a family road trip.
But they have a really unique premise to it. That's what I'm trying to mean. Like it's because road trips themselves aren't super unique, but like the whole thing that they put on it's pretty unique. They also tie it into like lots of different other genre elements. Like there's a little bit of crime stuff in there. I won't go too much into it. But and you got like a little bit of multiple characters. Everyone has something. I like how everyone has
layers to
something going
it.
on. There's layers, like an ogre. They got layers, you
Like,
know.
Mhm.
Ogre.
Yeah.
Ogre.
Yeah.
Like the monster.
Do you not know the quote from Shrek about the onion?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh,
That's like the
it's
one
like the most
quote
iconic quote from the movie. I feel
with the onion.
it's Shrek talks about how the
He has
ogres are
layers.
like onions because they have layers. The donkey's like because they make you cry. Yeah.
Oh,
Funny.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I've let the audience down. Sorry.
It's all good. Yeah, I dug that. The movie's surprisingly funny as well. So that's like there's a
They
little
had
lighthearted,
funny
cute
moments,
moment.
yes.
It's a very cute movie, but don't bring your kids to this one because it's not appropriate for kids. It's actually quite a sad film as well, but maybe it's a happy film as well. I don't know. We can talk a bit more about that.
Yeah.
But lots of emotions in this one, and I think it really worked. It's also shot so beautifully.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like very. I miss movies that are shot like this. You know?
Like the Matrix.
Oh,
4.
honestly, like for some fucking reason, the most I can compare this cinematography to is John Wick. In terms of the way they try and make everything aesthetically pleasing. I don't know.
Okay.
Just I feel like when I see a lot of movies these days, it's just like they're just like putting things on the screen. It doesn't feel like they're like crafting things. They're like going, oh, the mise en scene, the way they're doing they're trying to make. They really make things look nice in this movie. I felt like how everything's framed is felt like, wow.
Like a recent movie that looks quite nice. Like The Whale was pretty nice.
Yeah, that wasn't that recent, but like, yeah,
That was what, a month or two ago?
I think it came out like a year or something. We watched it like a couple ago, I think, but I think it's been out.
Yeah.
Looks
It's
nicer
good.
than the Mario.
Mario movie still looks
Yeah.
good,
No.
man.
Yeah, the Mario
Yeah.
movie looks fine. It's
Yeah.
different medium as well. But this is like this is like shot really nicely.
It is shot
Very
well.
pretty. We want to talk about the acting, I guess,
Yeah.
right off the bat.
Acting. Though they did a pretty solid job. The whole cast, yeah.
thought everyone was great. Personally, I was like, damn, I use acting, you know. Because like, I know her from like K-pop and stuff,
Yeah.
and then she's done acting things. I've seen her in I know she's done like a couple of K-dramas and stuff, but I saw her in she has her own show on Netflix called Persona.
Yo,
In
Ibs,
no
you will like
relation
that.
to the video game series, but yeah. And it's cool to see her acting has grown to a point where I'm like, she doesn't really feel like a singer trying to be an actor sort of vibe. She just feels like an actor in this one. And I think her performance is really fucking good. And her character is like so complex and interesting. And it's like, you need to be a really good actor to portray that role well, because it's like, she doesn't always voice what she's feeling. So you have to like pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah.
Which is also leads itself to kind of like the end of the movie being up to open to interpretation. Talk about later, but yeah,
True.
a lot of moments of this. I think all the actors did an absolutely great job. I liked the little kid,
yeah,
really good. And I liked the other members of this family, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and also the side characters are all really solid too. Oh, good, good.
Good, very good.
Yeah, you want to talk? Shall we talk a bit about right
Yeah,
things
sure.
down,
Yeah.
right? All right.
Bit of the writing. Yeah. Things be happening, you know.
Yeah.
I'd say the movie has a nice structure to it,
Yeah.
a nice development within the characters and the storyline, and how do they develop as a pseudo family.
Yeah.
Quite nice.
And it also has multiple storylines going on that like weave in and out. There's like a lot of there's a reason why everyone's here is kind of like the vibe of the movie.
True.
Like
True.
everyone's there for a specific event led to that way. Pretty cool. I really like the actual topic of the film. Because the topic of the film is a pretty like hard subject to tackle, and you get like a lot of very multifaceted in the way they look at it. They're like a lot of characters will represent their views about certain. Like, I don't know if we're allowed to talk how much is because there's spoilers or not.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna talk very gently around the
Each character has their different perspectives on what's happening in the movie.
There's a lot of yeah. And yeah, and people there's a lot of like I don't know if I would say like this movie's like morally grey. It's not really, but it's like it tests people's morals, I guess. I feel like ultimately the film is a pretty like positive film in the way that like so how to say this? It kind of clearly shows who the good guy is in this movie. It's not like
it promotes common decency.
Yeah.
Despite your background, I guess, or like what you have done.
And I feel like a lot of pretty much the good thing about the characters are written really well, so you understand why everyone is doing what they're doing and stuff like that. There's two characters in this film that are essentially they're bad guys at the start of the movie, but then they kind of develop. Honestly, pretty early on, they like go, oh, maybe we should be doing this specific thing. Let's do it a bit differently, and then that's kind of like the rest of the journey with some escalation happening later. But like, I thought that was a really interesting one because it was like. Because what they do at the start is like pretty bad, and you're like, oh, but then they kind of make them likable.
What if they're just two nice guys doing bad things?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's really hard to talk about this movie without spoilers.
Could probably just
we'll just speed through. But overall, I think this writing was really solid. A lot of the dialogue was really pretty as well. There's a lot of like poeticness to the dialogue.
Mm.
There's a beautiful scene in the
Ferris
Ferris
wheel.
wheel. I was like, damn.
Nice and
That was also a really well
Impactful.
structured scene, the way they did that, because they're like, oh, what if we put certain pairings of characters into, and then
mm.
they could talk. Like, that was clever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
And did you guys have anything else to talk about non-spoiler writing shit?
Because I could mention just like I don't like the cops too much, even though they have their roles. But like,
I actually, you know what? I completely agree with you. I think they're the
Yeah.
weakest part of the movie.
yeah, they're just
Well-
there to fulfill a role. I feel, but one of the cops has their views on things, right? Or more strong views on things.
Yeah.
But did that change? I don't think it changed. Or like,
I
there's no
think it
development,
did
did it?
by the end. We can talk more about
Yeah.
spoilers, but she does something at the end which is pretty significant.
Yeah. Right.
But we'll talk more about that, I guess. I still like their pairing. A lot of it was for I feel like comedic relief, but also like they were the thing to literally keep the movie going because they can't stay one spot because of these characters that was kept
Yeah.
there. I think they kind of like. I gotta admit, every time they were on screen, I was kind of like a little bit. Okay, I don't really care that much about them.
Yeah.
I feel like also her, like that cop you were talking about specifically, her partner, her only purpose is kind of just be like the
To be-
better one of them, I guess.
To be
Like
contrary.
the contrary one who
Yeah.
is ultimately holds the higher moral ground in the film. And
Yeah.
basically, she's the character development for the other cop, really. But she herself, I feel like, had no real distinct. There wasn't really a particular story to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like,
Yeah.
kind of say like the villains also aren't that great, particularly. It's more like the villains, I guess, are more like what they represent. It's a lot of like just like more pressure to the
Yes.
public and thing. It was a little bit too coincidence. Like, what's the term of like things happening coincidentally to progress the story? Like contrivances. Would that be the right word?
There is a word for that, but I don't recall.
But yeah, there's like,
Convenience.
I guess, yeah,
Plot convenience.
convenience.
Mm.
Yeah, because these characters are shown doing something at the start, and then later they're like given a purpose because
Yes.
coincidentally it happened to be tied to something that's going on in the main plot. So they're like, oh shit, let's do that. But it's not that much. Like this stuff is not too big of a deal to me. It's just like, yeah,
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
yeah. Let's do some cinematography,
Continue. Yes.
which I think is good. Do you guys like it?
Yeah.
Were you like
Good.
wow, pretty?
Yeah.
It's a pretty film.
Pretty film.
We've talked about it in our impressions. Quite nice.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And would you say the editing and visuals are good?
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
also
Oh, yeah.
nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of nighttime city lights
Mm.
being nice, and I think it's almost always wet somewhere.
Yeah, I love
It's like,
seeing wetness in
reflections,
films. though.
Reflections. Wow, nice.
It looks so pretty, yeah. That's why I was like, the closest thing I can compare this to in recent memory is John Wick Chapter 4, because that's
Mm.
also a pretty like wet movie, I guess.
They're really trying to get the
Like
showcase
shiny,
the RTX.
yeah,
They have real life RTX,
real life
which is just
RTX.
lighting.
Mm.
And what about the sound of this movie?
Yes.
Nice.
I thought it
From,
was
from what I remember,
yeah.
it was nice.
I actually like the sound of this. I like the way the movie sounded. Like, not even the music. I was just like, the way the movie sounded was pretty nice.
It's EQ'd very well. The joke, because what is the sound of a film?
Okay, that was good. I'll give you that one.
Because what is the sound of a film? I was like, oh, this film sounds very bright.
Hmm.
It's too much. Well, I guess you could
I
say
thought
it's
you were
too much
making a
bass.
wet joke. The EQ's wet.
You can say that, yeah.
That way. Audio engineer jokes.
But no one really says, "Oh, this movie is very bright sounding," unless it's mixed
No,
very
they're
bright.
all roughly done to spec.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want to add?
I'm gonna hit the camera before we go spoiler zone.
Thought you about to hit the
Alright,
greedy,
fair.
man.
I don't even know how to hit the gritty. I wouldn't know if I tried.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm incapable of gritty, anyways.
Incapable of gritty. Let's talk about spoilers, right?
Spoilers.
So
Oh,
let's
fun
actually
zone.
talk more about the pros of the film because I feel like we kind of skirted over it. It's about fucking what's it called? Child trafficking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Baby
So
trafficking.
the premise is IU's character, right? She abandons her child, but also goes back for it the next day, but like abandons it, and then these two guys steal the baby
Yes.
and want to go sell it because it's like a thing. Brokers are people who.
'Cause that's the title of the movie.
It's the title of the movie,
They're
man.
baby brokers.
Oh yeah, they sell babies. They get the money.
Yeah, it's a win-win, you know.
Yeah. And you kind of shown that these guys are pretty hard on their luck. They got caught up in some crime shit. So it's like, damn. But speaking
Yeah.
of crime shit,
Or
it's revealed that IU's character is on the run for the murder of
The father.
the father.
Mm.
I like how that we're not given the full context around that, but we could understand where she's coming from just based on how she acts in the film. Kind of like
Yeah.
stuff she does because she's like, I feel like it's really interesting because she's like, she never like straight up says things about the baby. Like, she kind of talks about like the life that she wants the baby to have because she's like, oh, I don't want him to be a daughter of a murderer sort of thing, right?
Yes.
Never goes like, you know, damn, I wish I didn't have to leave my child, but like that sort of thing. Like she doesn't complete.
Yes.
You get stuff from her like her general dialogue and like her actions and stuff. There's a really nice scene in the movie when they're doing the "thank you for being born" thing.
Mm.
I feel like that was a really good example of the way they've done that. I don't know if I've explained what I'm trying to say very well.
But also, that reminds me of one particular bit of dialogue, which was like, they said there was one part where she's never talked to the baby yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The baby.
because it's interesting because like it was from a. There's like a lot of trauma associated with the baby, I guess you could say.
Mm.
And it's like,
yeah.
yeah. I like the two baby brokers as well. They're more of a funny bumbling bunch, in all honesty. That's not too serious.
Yeah.
I think the older one is the more developed one because he has like shit he's got to do because of the
Yeah.
crime stuff. He owes people money, but it shows that like even they have some there's a bit of morals and they learn about what they're doing and they're like maybe we shouldn't really do this.
Mm.
And it even escalates to the point where like, well, firstly before like it escalates so much, they even consider just like raising their child together as a family, which I thought was so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also a little bit of a subtle won't they sort of romance between the younger guy and IU.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this is pretty cute. But I like how they don't make that anywhere that like the focus of the movie. Like they're like,
Because it's not about that.
and also this movie is a lot about possibilities of things. Like I feel like that's one of the themes of the movie, like potential of things.
What ifs?
And ultimately,
And what
when
if
you get to the
nots?
ending, it's like these what ifs kind of may get cut short depending on what circumstance
Mhm.
characters will end up in. But also it's open-ended in the way that what if something occurred after the movie's events? Because like, well, we'll probably build up to that a little bit. But let's touch on a few more things. Yeah, the one thing I'm like, which is a weird coincidence, is the two guys that were harassing him for money at the start just happened to be involved with the same gang that the gang. Sorry, there's a gang, and like the dude in the gang was the father of the baby, which makes sense why she was hiding from them at the start. If you guys remember that,
Yeah.
But yeah, and so then the wife, because she's a prostitute, the wife wants the baby, probably to sell again, which is like, damn, I didn't know that's such a big baby black market thing. Is that an actual thing in like that's really popular in Korea? I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, how much infidelity is there in Korea? That's something we could look at.
I guess. I mean, it's not even really about the infidelity. It's just like why people.
But that's the
sell
market
babies.
there. That's the demand. Without the demand, you can't sell babies because no one will buy them.
Wait, infidelity. Is that the right word you're looking for? Do you mean infertility?
Yeah.
Infidelity is having an affair. Infertility means you can't have a child. That's what you mean, right? Yeah. I was like, what?
Yeah,
people are cheating on their spouses, so they want to have a baby? Delivered to them? Yeah. But
that may be a tactic to get your husband back.
Could be. But yeah. And yeah, like I was saying with the thing about like I use characters like relationship with a child. You don't need to explicitly know that she still cares about a child. Because like literally she goes around to people and she's like, no, you are not fit enough to be the parents of my fucking child. So it's like, yeah.
Baby.
So that was nice. Generally, like, yeah, the writing for me was pretty impressive. I was like, damn. That scene in the fucking Ferris wheel where it was just really, really beautiful. And I just love the relationship between the members of the family thing. Yeah. And when the kid comes along, fucking love the kid. For some reason, I expected he would be annoying, but like he wasn't.
Yeah, me too.
In fact, he was one of the best parts of the movie, in my opinion.
He wasn't annoying. He was being all cutesy. So I'm like, all right, cool.
And he was really sweet with the baby. It was all. This movie is really wholesome, except for when it's like literally about crime and like murder and shit.
Speaking of the cops.
Yeah, I guess I could talk a bit about the cops. It's like, damn, they'd be following her at the very start of the movie because they're from like the.
Was they from the fucking social department or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. But they want to arrest the brokers, but then somehow also get her for murder.
Well, they switch up strategies, right? They're not after her for murder. They're after the brokers, but then they're like, oh, we can trick her by going, oh, we'll reduce your sentence.
Oh, yeah.
That was their new strat. Did it work?
I guess.
Yeah, it did. But yeah, it was, I guess, interesting because the older chief, she kind of had a bit of a personal bias, I guess, in this investigation.
Yeah.
And she's just like, fucking hate her because she abandoned her baby.
But they didn't really expand on if that's anything from her own life or something, did they?
Did they? They might have had dialogue.
Or was it implied?
They had like a confrontation or something, didn't they? On the
Yeah.
roof.
Yeah, but nothing was really.
It was really said.
Yeah.
I guess it was only the implication.
Only implied.
No, that's fair because I don't remember much anyway for that part of the things. I'm like, yeah. Honestly, yeah. Okay, fair. Yeah. So yeah, the big road trip because they want to find parents to sell the baby to, and hijinks will ensue. And cute moments where they're all bonding at the hotel, drinking beers.
And the kid opens a beer. But does he drink it? That is the question.
Talk about the ending of the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a pretty intense ending. The bad guys catch up to the main characters. The older guy kills the one of the thugs that were after them,
Oi.
which was a pretty big dark thing
Pretty
that happened.
extreme.
Pretty extreme, but maybe kind of fair because they probably could have killed him. So
Self-defense.
and then took the money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He took money and escaped.
And it's that even that is kind of open ended. It's just like, what did he take the money for? Is it for just for himself, or like, is it for selfish reasons, or like,
Oh, he had a daughter.
didn't have it? That's another thing. You got the motivation there.
Yeah.
It was a little bit awkward the way they were like early in the movie. They go, "Hey, yeah, you have a daughter," or something or other. He's like, the friend of him mentions that he has a daughter, and he's like, "Uh-huh." And then you see her later in the movie. But
yeah, true.
yeah, I get it, man. And so then the younger guy essentially lets himself get caught so that the cops can arrest him as being the broker, thus reducing IU's sentence so she can get out in 3 years, so she can have a child. And this is what I mean when I'm like, the cop's mind gets changed because he adopts the kid, but still says you could have the kid back.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if she was still actively hating against IU, because like IU like explains kind of like why she's doing the things that she's doing to the cop, and then she kind of goes, damn, maybe I misjudged her.
Yeah. Right.
So it's like that was the thing. Then you get like the ending where it's not like, I'm interested to hear your interpretations of the ending, but essentially you get shown the younger boy getting picked up in van by an unknown figure. Who could it be? The cop lady has the kid, and then she meets up with them, and they're like, "Oh, let's go to the IU or whatever." And then IU is running.
She running.
So what is your interpretation of this ending? Do you think she got with them again?
She's seeing the kid, I guess.
Yeah. How you saw it?
I just didn't think about it. But if I had to think about it now, the picture frame was of the original family all together
The
again.
fam.
And I assume the guy who picked up the younger boy was the older guy, the one who killed Doug, because he's on the run. But like, I assume
Like, who owns the van at that point?
Is it the same
it
van?
would be him.
Yeah.
Because he would have taken the van. Also, the younger guy is still in prison.
Yeah.
For broker. Breaking Bad.
Oh. But it's not Breaking
Yeah.
Bad, it's Breaking Kids.
I would also like to think she saw her kid again. That is, I would
Yes.
interpret it. But you can interpret it to be the opposite.
They're
That
just
she
living
didn't,
their separate
and
lives.
she wasn't
now.
there for the meeting, and she just ran away.
Running.
Is there anything else you guys want to address in spoilers?
No? Yeah, no.
No.
No, you know.
All right, let's do some verdicts. Starting off with Mr. Dio over here.
Yeah. Broker the movie. Pretty cool movie. I quite enjoyed it. A nice dramatic experience delving with unique topics, yo. Solid acting and story. It looks really good. I recommend they give it a 9 out of 10.
Nice.
Oh.
8.5.
Yeah, I was thinking that's actually a really positive score. I was leaning towards like an 8 or a 9. Might also probably go for an 8.5, I reckon.
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
A good movie.
Good
Good
movie. Done very well. Kill.
There we go.
Yeah.
Boom, shakalaka.
Now, shall we talk about a little bit of a TV series?
Shall
Perhaps the third season of a TV series that we know and love. A series. This is Mandalorian Season 3, a review by the Unholy Trinity.
Let's go.
We're doing the entire series review, right?
Yeah.
All right,
So-
you want to give some sort of impression. I guess we'll do our general impressions and then we'll just do spoilers.
Yeah.
All right, you can start this discussion.
Yeah, I think the season started off all right, but it did go kind of all over the place with its exploration of stories and characters that are not directly involved with Din Djarin. But they also pushed for a more Mandalorian-focused story this time around, involving other Mandalorians as well. So,
when you say Mandalorian story, you mean the race of Mandalore,
the race of
not
Mandalorians,
the
yes.
Mandalorian.
Not the
You
show.
gotta distinguish, yeah.
Yes. The race of Mandalore, or the planet Mandalore,
Yeah.
and the people from that planet. Started all right, kind of went all over the place in the middle to establish different things that kind of didn't get a payoff at the end. And then towards the end, kind of went back on track with the Mandalore bit. It ended all right.
All right. You want to say something, or are we just going?
Yeah. Good at the start, weird in the middle. Then they rushed to bring it all together at the end.
It was so fucking rushed.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. This season, in my opinion, I think it is ultimately a good season of television. Not a good season of Mandalorian, though, I think. Because I think the standard for Mandalorian that we have here at the Unholy Trinity is relatively high, when I recall.
Yeah, for sure.
I think, it started off all right. The first couple of episodes. I want to say like the first 3 even. Then the next 3 were all bad. Like, all of them were bad. Like, I didn't, Like, even, like, I have to be honest, looking back at the episode with the spy shit, this episode called The Spies or whatever, as much as it was, like, an interesting concept, in the grand scheme of things, and even in it's kind of a shit episode. It built to absolutely nothing. It was like, oh, here's an entire episode about this one dude. That dude does not matter at all. Because the stuff that like it amounts to later in the season are more to do with stuff that this guy's done earlier in the show that we already know about, or to set up this other spy lady that kind of does nothing. Like when she's revealed to be who she's working for, it's like, yeah, cool, but she doesn't do anything. She's just like, oh, here's some information, maybe. It was just like that episode. That is honestly maybe my least favorite episode, in the terms of fact that probably contributed to just everything the least, because it did not matter. Like that episode could have been cut completely. Whereas even like my arguably also least favorite is the Jack Black episode. The fucking that one was really bad. But at least it had some characters in it. At least it's loosely related to things where it's like, oh, even if it was the dumbest fucking way possible, we have to, the quest here is to go and talk to those people, but we're not allowed to talk to those people until we complete this episode, right? I think at least it had that part, which was like the story part. Yeah. But like, I don't know, the episode 4 for me was just like complete waste of time. Even though I think I gave it like initially pretty positive things, because I was like,
because isolated in itself, it's an interesting concept.
Though, but even isolated with itself, it's not full enough to be that interesting of a concept. It's like, here's the little sprinkles of stuff. It doesn't explore it. So it's honestly just like,
could have made it a thing.
It's not like it doesn't feel like they thought about what they were making there. They were just like, what if, but like didn't do anything. So it wasn't like they explored anything in that episode. And the episode after, the one that I haven't addressed yet, episode 5, was so fucking boring. It was just like, Mando doesn't do anything. It's just like an episode where a kid gets kidnapped by a monster and then they have to go fight the monster. That shit was, I don't know, that was just the most meh episode of the entire season, in my opinion, because I've got like no feelings about that episode. It was just like so dull.
They need to get.
Have I got the episode numbers right, by the way?
No idea.
Because they kind of all blur together after a while.
Yeah, I don't remember the episode numbers.
Everything in the middle was just a block of, what is this?
Yeah. But then towards the end, it's like, sure, it picked up, but it really picked up in the way that it was so fast to like. I don't know. It's kind of spoils what I was gonna say, but like, you could interpret the ending, I guess, as the end of the show.
Yeah.
And like, to be honest, I like that way of thinking. Like, it could be the end of the show, and I'd be fine with it in a way if the season was good. But this wasn't a good season. It did not earn that ending. Nothing about the last 2 episodes felt earned. This is probably going to be a really hot take, and I feel like you guys are going to be on the opposite end of me at this. But Moff Gideon was kind of a shit villain in this season. Is it a spoiler to say he's in it? Because the marketing around this season was he was in it. Giancarlo Esposito said, I'm in this season a lot, or whatever. And it's like...
But he's only at the last
not
2.
really. And his inclusion feels like more contractually. Because I don't feel like he pretty much got defeated at the end of the last season. It's like, what, they're going to just defeat him again. And even technically, even with what happens at the end of this season, he could still technically be alive. I didn't see a body, so it's like...
He did the not Count Dooku, the Red Man. Who's Red Man?
We'll talk more in spoilers, right? Let's not get into that. There were... I did like the last 2 episodes, but it doesn't outweigh the stuff that the rest of the season. And I don't think it saved enough for me. Fuck, maybe I don't like this season. No, I think it is... Like, okay, credit where credit's due. I think this season looks really fucking good. Every episode looks amazing. Maybe there's some stuff that didn't, but like generally speaking, I feel like everything looks really good.
Did you like the Blade Runner thing though?
Oh, you already know my thoughts on that. Yeah. No, I still thought that episode looked really good. That was like the main thing when I was like, the episode, I don't like the story, but it looks really fucking good. The Blade Runner one looks really good. The last 2 episodes looked amazing. There's some visuals in this that I felt like could only be accomplished by like the movies. And I'm talking about mostly like aerial stuff. I feel like you know what I'm talking about when I'm talking like big. And they look incredible in this show. Like the visual effects and stuff is all really solid. The action even in the, I think the action in the entire series has also been really good. And I think especially in the last few episodes, it has my favorite Mandalorian action sequence ever. And it's when he's going through the hallway and with the red like laser gates. Maybe because it's the John Wick in me, but I was like, that's really fucking cool. But yeah, I don't think it saves the season quite enough for me. I am ultimately still, I'm gonna say, still think this is above average season of TV, but not a huge fan.
Yeah, it's not as good as the older seasons.
Shall we talk a bit more spoilery stuff?
Let's go.
This is the spoilery news.
This is where I properly should have brought my
didgeridoo.
My recorder. I am tired and fucked.
Yeah.
Playing the recorder here would have been fitting.
Didgeridoo.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, the soundtrack in this season was... I feel like this was my favorite season soundtrack, in all honesty.
Yeah.
The title cards in like the last couple of episodes went so... No, literally, you know how I texted you guys, like, I have a huge smile on my face, which is the final episode. When the title card dropped, I was literally like pumping my fist in the air, go, fuck, this is a banger. Oh, shit. Nice. All right. Firstly, I just want to quickly go, wait, do we remember which episode's which? All right. Episode 1 is like recap episode, I think, right? Where they're just doing like, this is kind of what happened in Boba Fett, blah, blah, blah. There are some pirates, by the way. That was kind of like the gist, right? Episode 2?
They went to Navarro.
What was Navarro?
They went to Mandalore, right?
Was that the Mandalore episode?
I think so.
Did I? Oh, yeah, definitely got the episode order wrong when I was talking about it then. That was it. Okay. Episode 3?
They just came out of the pool. And then they go on to redeem themselves?
No, they just come out of the pool and then they do the whole spies arc.
Oh, yeah.
And then they redeem themselves at the end of that episode, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess episode 3 was when it kind of started getting bad for me. Episode 4, I think, is the big birdie one, right?
Yeah. Must be
Bird.
then.
Right. Yeah, I didn't like
After
that
the
one.
bird, and then Bo-Katan is like a hero in the Creed.
What? Oh, that episode was just so Bo-Katan could prove herself to the
Yeah.
tribe.
Yeah. So then episode 4.
Oh, we
Wait,
just saw for
so that was
5.
4. 5 is the Jack Black one?
Yeah.
Yes, because they want to speak to the
The one was
gang.
episode 6.
No, wait, no. The Jack Black one was later. What was after?
I'm gonna. You guys keep thinking. I'm gonna go to IMDb and check. It's like a
Was
quiz.
the one after?
What happened after Bird?
Was the one after
Oh, they
Bird
fought the pirates.
pirates? And in Nevada?
Oh, okay. I like the pirate episode.
Yeah,
That was a good episode. I think mostly purely because of the action
yeah.
and how
Nice
it kind of like
flying,
yeah.
Yes.
No, I forgot about that episode. But yeah, that was a pretty. It's still like not a great written episode, but like it's what I mean. Like it's like the visuals kind of carried this season. I think.
Mm.
Like
Let's look at the
the cool
fancy
stuff.
flying ships.
yeah, and then you got the Jack Black one, and then you got the last two.
Wait,
Yeah.
didn't they fight the pirates after they met the Mandalorian, the other gang?
No.
Because they did it with the tribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we've pretty much mostly discussed like the first few episodes, right? Kind of like where did we stop discussing it? It was like the last two
Like-
episodes, really, right? Oh, because
No,
we even
with
talked
the-
about the Jack Black one and
I guess we did.
so yeah, it was the last two episodes we haven't really addressed.
Mm.
So what happened in episode 7 again? It was Moff Gideon return, right?
Yeah.
And it was the one that kind of tied in with Ahsoka a little bit with the throne stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I don't really understand Moff Gideon's character. Like, no, I understand his character. It's like, what is his purpose in the show? He's not like get him in the first few seasons. And it's just like he's back. He stays around briefly. Doesn't really do much.
And they just want something to connect back to the Mandalore, the planet, or something. Like,
Where it's just like the
Gideon.
season feels like they absolutely need this villain to. Because then they kind of make it into like a personal thing for the Mandalorian, right? He just like 1v1 him in episode 8. I don't
Yeah.
know. He was kind of just underwhelming. He doesn't do it. He shows up and he gets killed, maybe.
Hell.
I know, in a very Star Wars way where they can just bring it back whenever he wants. Whenever they want, I guess. Like, yeah.
Although the one who, I guess he's the only guy who is still the enemy of the Mandalorians that is not outside the established lore.
I mean, everyone in that council is against the Mandalorian. When you
He
talk-
has
I
a bigger
guess so.
grudge, and
But like, Moff Gideon
he's the only one that really knows
the
about
OG
them.
guy who betrayed them.
Yeah.
So I guess
Man, he lost. Why is he still
he
trying, bro?
lost,
Yeah. Well, I guess the big thing with him is he's trying to do force sensitive clones and stuff, right? Which I guess
Yeah.
is kind of a bit of a teaser for like Palpatine returning or whatever.
Yeah.
Somehow Palpatine return.
explain the funny movies.
You know when you see when you see
Palpatine.
Moff Gideon in the tanks, right? Like
In
in
the
the water
tanks?
tank, like on the clone.
Right.
Oh yeah.
It reminded me of do you remember that one meme of like Gustavo shirtless?
Oh,
Do you know what I'm talking about?
the guy that looks like.
Yeah, the guy who looks like Gustavo.
yeah.
Yeah. But that's what connected to me when I was watching it. I started laughing, but that has nothing to do with this
Yeah.
season.
Do you know about shirtless Mr. Esposito?
No.
Or the
I'll
guy
show
that
you
looks like
after
him?
the podcast.
Also, is your mic not a bit far away for you?
Probably.
Also,
Oh,
pointing at
I
the
don't think
roof.
it's picking up. Yeah.
Well, I can hear myself, so
Okay.
it's somewhat coming in.
Okay.
But I'll just boost it.
Get nice and close. Come and kiss your mic.
Proximity effect. Otherwise, it's not a podcast.
True.
Yeah.
We need that deep, low
Yeah.
end on your voices.
Wakey, wakey. Time to wake
Shaggy.
up.
Now I can put that on the soundboard.
Yeah.
Wow.
We can exchange that soundboard with my vocal.
Yeah.
But yeah. So episode 7 is like
Sabotage.
pretty cool. We vibing. Dude's back. I don't really care that he's back, but like yeah, he back.
But
He
he
back and he gone.
with the troopers with the Mando metal.
with the Mandalorian armor.
Beskar.
I thought that was a pretty cool thing because it's like, you know how earlier on it says like he got broken out by the Mandalorians, right? Because they find Beskar, but it
Yeah.
wasn't.
It was the troopers.
But he made the. Hold on, that doesn't make a lot of sense. I guess he had some loyalists who were working in the Mandalorian mines already who broke him out.
Maybe, or he just had spare troops somewhere.
Because I assume he made the troops after he got broken out. Or let's see where it's already made.
Well,
be
does he
either.
still have an army after he was defeated? Or is it just
Apparently
everyone's
he
gone?
did, but I
Yeah.
don't really see that. I don't know. It's just like when he got defeated, I felt like he got defeated. But it's like, oh,
Well,
of course
but
he has an
I
army.
guess-
For some reason.
They already had that base in Mandalore, so I assume people were already there,
I guess, yeah.
and those are the troopers that had the best car armor.
Yeah. But the Mandalorians. Sorry. The Mandalorians who lived on the surface just never had any contact with the
They
They
so
never
well
bumped into each
hidden,
other.
bro.
yeah.
Crazy. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, considering they lived on a boat.
Oh yeah, and the fucking the thing that didn't make sense in that episode when they're on the surface, then suddenly that giant monster comes out. It's like, does that never happen in your many, many years of living on the planet? But just
Yeah,
that was a really big coincidence.
it was a Dune moment.
But yeah. But ultimately it was a pretty good episode. Lots of action in that one towards the end. That one Mandalorian that I don't really remember, honestly, died.
The one with the Gatling gun.
And that was a pretty cool moment because they brought out the red dudes
Yeah.
from the sequel trilogy. Don't you love them? Do you remember the sequel trilogy fight with the red dudes that had so many editing issues? Yeah.
And there was only 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 3.
Damn, didn't he have a son that was saved from the bird?
Oh, was that the guy?
That was the guy. He died.
Oh, what a shame. But it's okay, because we have a new Mandalorian, the fucking dude that Bo-Katan fought in the previous episode. It was like Axel or something, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy sucked.
Axel F. Crazy Frog.
Yes.
Okay, so alright, let's talk a bit more about the finale, I guess. It was pretty... Like, okay, I was really happy watching it, because just a lot of cool things kept happening. There was a lot of...
Yeah.
Grogu has a fucking mech suit of the IG-11. I thought that was so cute. And he could be like, no, no, no. I don't know, there was that part when Grogu gets like, is getting attacked and then Mando goes to run at him, but then Moff Gideon like blasts him in the back and I was going,
Mm.
But yeah, it has my favorite action sequence when they're going down this hallway and each time there's like a little red gate, laser gate,
Mm-hmm.
and he has to like use his environment. I liked how he went to go grab the gun for one guy, but the guy fell over the ledge, so he couldn't get that gun.
Mm.
Yeah, that was really
Ooh.
cool. That part felt super video gamey to me, and I was like,
Like
yeah,
kicking them off of a void. Is
Yeah.
there actually a void down there? No, probably not.
probably
Pit.
not.
Why do they have pits?
Yeah. What's
Just the
down there?
design,
In any case, it
architectural
brought
design.
their health points to 0 instantly.
Yeah,
Insta death, enviro kill.
yeah,
Or R5 droid gets to do some, I guess.
Yeah, he's still there.
yeah.
He fights the mice who has police sirens.
That was pretty funny, but
Yeah.
like
Why do they have sirens?
probably not a super important part.
Yeah.
It probably could be dedicated to other things.
Just, I think it's a bit. Just like, oh look,
Yeah.
funny, mice, robot.
Get a lot of just like beautiful action. The space fight was so fucking good looking. I was like genuinely stunned. I'm like, how the fuck does Marvel movies like for some reason not have the VFX that fucking the Star Wars TV show has?
'Cause they're not contracting Lucas Arts Studios.
I think they do. I think they all
Do
work
they?
in the same studios. I don't know, but yeah,
No idea.
like fuck. The head-to-head stuff was pretty cool. He got Moff Gideon's got this fucking Darth Maul Mandalorian armor.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he got the crowns.
yeah. It's very funny. The sound design, it makes you go like eat, oh,
Yeah,
you know, with his arms and shit.
cause he like a robot.
Mechanically
Yeah.
powered.
Yeah. And then he gets blown up.
Cause the power of monkeys strong together.
Yeah, it fucking was. They did that part of the apes.
Mm.
And
They
then
did that.
Grogu does the I am Groot with the
Oh, yeah.
shield around them,
Oh.
Mm,
which was a cute moment. Both were quite borrowed from things. I thought
Inspired.
yeah, by other Disney. Well, not other Disney. Oh yeah, other Disney properties because Fox Disney as well with the Planet of the Apes thing.
yeah.
Yeah. And then once they've defeated Gideon, it's kind of just like a big Return of the King style farewell tour. Where they
Oh,
just
yeah.
go, "Thank you for helping me with my quest. I want to go do stuff." And it kind of just wraps up. Is
Yeah.
that pretty accurate?
Yeah.
And I think that was like really, really rushed. That was all done so quickly. I was like, damn.
They could have made that.
And it's like,
Just
I'm
the
fine
last
with
shot
it.
of
Like,
it.
I actually don't really need to see him trading Grogu. I think that's fine if they want to end
Yeah.
it right there. I think it's a good enough ending. It's just that it was so rushed. If the season had been good leading up to the point and they could have like spent more time with it. And honestly, the last 2 episodes probably could have just been put into 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Like there was stuff that could have been cut. It's just like,
Could have skipped Jack Black.
could have skipped Jack Black. Could have skipped the spies story. Still don't really get why it was in the show because it didn't have anything
It
to
was like
really.
they were going for something, but they ditched it.
Yeah, because it's like they're trying to flesh out the other spy,
Yeah.
I guess, for some reason. Also, remember this guy that was in
Yeah.
doing the cloning, but like,
Yeah, the spy. They just used
They
to
also
go
just
like,
wanted to
"Oh,
be
look."
Andor, didn't they? They still full at
They
Andor.
could have made
Mm.
it an Andor thing, but no, they didn't.
Like weird.
Man, Andor was so good.
Oh,
I miss Andor.
wait, we didn't discuss. I forgot to. Oh, sorry. I'll do one little bit of news right after this. But verdicts. Is that
Yeah,
where we're
let's
at?
go.
Verdicts.
Yeah, yo, Mando season 3.
Boom.
I guess it ended on a high note, but the journey to that high note wasn't that good.
Lol.
So I'm gonna give it a 7.
I don't know, man. But I had fun watching some of it, I guess. 7?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go with like a 6.5. I think it was overall still, yeah, it is fun to watch. It's fun to look at. That's kind of like the main thing. But if you're coming for a good, substantial Mandalorian story, you're probably not gonna get one that well.
But the Mandalore
And I don't
lore
think
is
it's like
pretty
fully.
neat.
I think it's like just worth sticking around to the end just to see
Mandalore.
the peak of the season. But in terms of
Yeah.
like, it doesn't emotionally earn that ending.
True.
The unironic score of 6.9, I guess. Or I'm not
Yeah.
gonna fact check that. But
Yeah, sure.
Fact
But I
check.
did want to say, Andor season 2 is coming out, and apparently Andy Serkis is returning.
Oh, yes.
So I've already made this joke, but like
Andy Serkis learns to swim.
I heard this joke on this other podcast, which is like, you know how he's like, yeah, I can't swim,
Yeah.
and then he cut away. But what if he was going to say, I can't swim, but I can fly? And then he flaps his arms and he flies away.
That would be cool.
But I reckon he's just going to be like put into another prison or something.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's the case. Kind of feel like it kind of like it
But
ruins
what
a little
if-
bit of that arc. But yeah.
He drowns and he was saved by a mermaid.
What if he was saved by the monster at the bottom of the Mandalorian vine
Oh,
thing?
the guy.
But the mythosaur only exists on Mandalore. It's,
Oh,
it's
Grogu
a-
could see the
and
mythosaur.
it's a fucking
Yeah.
mythological shit, bro.
But
People
I
don't
think
think
he
it's
can
even
become
real, bro. Not even the
Aquaman.
Mandalorians themselves.
I don't completely like get the. I think is the purpose of the mythosaur just to be in it as like for the purpose of people to have visions, or is it going to be an actual important creature that they have to like fight or something?
Yeah.
A little bit confused by that.
Maybe the mythosaur is the guardian of Mandalore, and that's why Mandalore is still kind of there.
Maybe
You get me?
it's bombed the
Yeah.
shit down there.
Yeah.
You get
yeah.
me. Boom.
All right. Do we have anything more to say in this episode?
This podcast episode,
Yeah.
oh, beef was pretty good.
Oh, did you finish it?
Yeah.
Like you get what I mean by saying like the start of the season is nothing like the end of the season, right?
Yeah.
It gets like weird. Did you watch it like with subtitles?
Yeah.
So you got like you get animals talking to each other and stuff. At the end of the last episode, that was fucking great. Literally, you gotta admit, like possibly one of the best series Netflix has ever made, right? What would you give it out of 10? Because I'd give it like a full on 9 or a 10. Probably a 10 in all honesty.
With 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fucking the end. Like the last few episodes are riveting. Like,
Yeah.
could you like predict it was gonna end up in the place that it did?
Not really.
Oh, really?
Hot damn. Hot diggity damn.
Fucking good show.
Cool. We ended the last episode with beef. We ended this episode with beef too.
Yeah, maybe
That a good
we'll
place to
have
end it?
more beef in the next episode.
Oh.
All right,
Stick around
guys.
to find
Thank you
out.
for tuning in. Feel free to message us on unholy.pod on our Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Free unholythings@gmail.com on our Gmail. You can check this out. You can check this out on Spotify if you're already listening, or if you're not listening on Spotify, or you are.
Wherever you are.
Yeah, Spotify.
Wherever
We're
you
on
are.
Apple Podcasts, and we're even on TikTok. Unholy.pod on that one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kids with your TikToks these days.
Children.
Children.
Kids these days.
Syria.
All right.
Expanding
we'll,
our market.
Yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one.
Oh,
Matane.
plug.
Bye-bye.
If you would like to support
Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah.
the channel, the podcast, you can check out our what's it called? Our monthly subscription plan, which will give you an exclusive, I guess, per maybe 2 or 3 episode bonus episode.
We'll see. Yeah, let's say every 2 episodes because
There you go,
that's somewhat, yeah.
You know,
Get
only
those-
99
get those
cents a month
non-freebies.
for our bonus preview episodes. Yeah, check it out.
Boom.
All right. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.